Hello, today I'm going to be demonstrating an activity that will help 4th grade physical science with the standard, the total amount of matter is conserved when it undergoes a change. I'll begin the demonstration by asking this question. Does the total amount of matter stay the same when a change happens? We will constantly refer back to this question throughout the demonstration. In order for students to be successful in understanding this demonstration, they need to remember what they know about matter from 3rd grade. In 3rd grade, they learned that matter comes in the forms of solids, liquids, gases. It has mass, it takes up space, and it can change from one form to another. Reviewing those concepts with students before this demonstration will really help them to have activated their prior knowledge and to be more engaged in this demonstration. I will begin by showing students this scale. It's just a regular kitchen scale. And I will ask them, how is this scientific tool going to help us to answer our question? Does the total amount of matter stay the same when a change happens? We will be focusing today on the mass of the matter. Today I'm going to combine 2 tablespoons of sugar into a half a cup of water. But before I do that, I need to know what the mass of each of the objects is. I will begin by measuring the half cup of water. I'm going to include the weight of the bowl because there's no way to measure water without the bowl. I am measuring in grams. My scale is not working, but that's okay because that is real life. I'm going to turn it off and turn it back on and try again. The mass of the half a cup of water within the bowl, including the bowl, is 125 grams. It's important as scientists to document our findings. So on this chart paper, I have half a cup of water with the container equals, and I will write 125 grams. That way then, we don't have to worry about forgetting our findings. Now, I will remove the water from the scale, and I will get ready to measure the sugar. I am going to put the sugar on a paper towel. Now, I need to know what the mass of the paper towel is because we want to subtract that from the sugar. When I put the paper towel on the scale, it says it weighs 2 grams. I need to remember that because at our final weight of our sugar, we need to subtract the 2 grams for the paper towel. So I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of sugar right on the scale. And it says it's 30 grams. Now remember, 2 of those grams is actually the paper towel. So the mass or the weight of the sugar is really 28 grams. And again, I will record that on our paper. Half a cup of water and 2 tablespoons of sugar is right there. Now, I need to know what the total is of the 2 objects. So I'm going to add 125 plus 28 to get an idea of what the total should be in order to see if this total amount of matter stays the same or changes. So the math, mental math, 125 plus 25 is 150, plus 3 more is 153. So my total should be 153 grams. And I just wrote that under right here, just so I know what my goal is. Now, I'm going to dump the sugar into the water, making sure to get it all because if I don't, I might not be comparing the same amounts. Now, in order for the change to happen, we do have to stir it. While I'm stirring, I would like you to write down your prediction of what you think is going to happen. Will the total amount of matter stay the same when this change happens, or will it not stay the same? Once you finish writing it in your science journal, turn and talk to a partner and tell them your thinking. I will continue stirring to dissolve the sugar. We're getting close. Raise your hands if you think the amount of matter will stay the same. All right. Raise your hands if you think it will be different. All right. I think we've got it all mixed together pretty well. And when you look at it, it really just looks like water. If you look closely, you can see some small pieces of sugar, but for the most part, the sugar has dissolved into the water. So now if you drink the water, it would taste very sweet. The change that happened is the sugar dissolved into the liquid. There is no longer a solid and a liquid. It is one. So I'm going to turn the scale back on. I'm going to stick the bowl on the scale. We're looking for 153 grams to see if it stayed the same. Voila, 153 grams. That is the total amount that is in this bowl, 153 grams. So the weight of the sugar water is 153 grams, which tells me, yes, the amount of matter stays the same when something undergoes a change. Take out your journals for a moment and write down what you saw happen. And maybe try to start explaining why that is the case. At this point, students would be working in their journal to be writing down what they observed in the experiment. As they finish that, they can turn and chat with their friend, a partner nearby, to share their thoughts. At the conclusion of this demonstration, students would share their thinking out loud and try to start brainstorming other ways to prove the answer to this question. I will have available to the students ice, water, salt, Alka-Seltzer tablets to create their own experiment or demonstration to prove that yes, the amount of matter will stay the same when a change happens. Good luck and have a great day.